Hey gang, Chef Leah. So within moist heat cooking methods, the second that we're doing in our two-part series of moist heat cooking methods is braising. So braising is a really great way to cook your hearty meats and your fibrous veg. And I love braising my root vegetables. You've got turnip, and we have some rutabaga, we have some chopped up parsnip, radishes, some heirloom multicolored carrots, we have fennel, beet, and for flavor I have parsley, salt, pepper, oil, a little bit of butter, and some turmeric. So before we braise these, kind of like what we did with the short ribs. So when we were in dry heat and we were sauteing the short ribs, we patted them dry. We had the salt and pepper on them, we patted them dry, and we gave those a really great hot heat sear. And we did that to get all of that flavor and that moisture in that meat, right? Then we added moisture and put it in the oven to braise it. So we're going to basically do the same method right now. And the reason why I'm not just chopping this up and putting it in a pot and then putting my 3/4 inch of liquid, right? Because you want about 3/4 the way, whatever you're using, to cover your vegetable or your meat for braising. I want to add flavor. I want to basically add a whole nother layer of flavor because that makes your dish. It makes it so much better. So I'm going to take all these vegetables, we're going to peel them, we're going to cube them, we're going to do a roll cut. Remember a roll cut from Nice Skills on our carrot. We're going to do a nice large dice on our more fibrous veg, and then maybe some wedges or quarters on our radishes. And we're going to, in a hot pan for 30 seconds, then we're going to add our oil, we're going to feel that, and we're going to saute everything, put it in this pot, add our liquid, and then do that slow braise. All right? Oh, and we're going to shave some really beautiful fresh turmeric into it, which gives it that really umami flavor. You almost get like a flavor of bacon from fried turmeric. It's crazy good. All right, so we've got all of our scraps. We've got a workout. We've got some red hands. So I'm going to keep my beets in a separate bowl just to not, stain all the other veg. And within the braising method, that's not going to happen because you already have liquid in there, so it'll disperse evenly and it won't just directly stain your lighter colored veg. So we have all of that done. Now quickly, I'm going to grab a spoon and I'm going to peel my turmeric. Super fast. I'm just going to peel the bit that I'm going to use. Oh, that smell. Turmeric is fantastic for you. It's great for inflammation. If you have an inflammation problem, I'm going to really encourage you to juice, eat raw, shave in your food, some turmeric. Just great for you. Look at that color too. All right, so we have a pretty hot pan already. We have our pot standing by. We have liquid standing by. So we can, once we take all of our veg that we've prepped and we have a nice saute on it, we're going to put it in this pot. We're going to put 2 cups of stock over it, or a cup, just depends on where it comes in the pot, and then we're going to slip it in the oven. It's that easy. Braising's fantastic. All right, so let's get our oil in our hot cast iron. This is using avocado oil today. And I'm going to go ahead and just, ooh, see a little splatter? Gotta be careful. Totally burn yourself. So, that's good. We don't want to we've got to be careful about crowding because the whole point of doing this and adding that layer of flavor is the browning. We want the browning. I'm not looking to steam these. I want to get all that fond and that color, and when you're browning them, you're just adding a whole nother layer of flavor. So a little bit of salt in there. We're going to go ahead and add our turmeric. You can hit the side of your pan to get it off. All right. My handy dandy tongs. Move this around. Remember with sauteing, searing, you want to move your items around because we know saute in French means jumping. That's the whole point. Like we're giving you that clue, right? With mise en place, the same thing. Put in place, saute, jumping. That's why we have all that terminology in the kitchen. All right, so we've got some beautiful browning that's happened. You can see that. I'm going to add a little bit more turmeric. I'm not kidding. You have to try this. The flavor of the fresh turmeric that fries in the pan with these vegetables is delicious. So you see this beautiful browning that's starting to happen. I'm going to go ahead and toss it up one more time. I'm going to wait to put my parsley in. You put parsley in the pan. Well, here, I'll show you. You see that? It starts to pop like popcorn. Don't do that at home because it'll bounce back or on your hand and burn you. A lot of people throw their parsley in this hot oil, even though it's a really beautiful flavor, but because of all that moisture content, it just pops right out of the pan. And God forbid you hit yourself in the eye or the face or something like that. So again, it's about being really safe in the kitchen. Okay, so look at this. This is gorgeous. This is so beautiful. We see that, Stephen? We're good? Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring my pot. I've been adding vegetables as we're going so we can make sure that we sear all of these vegetables. So I'm going to continue to add these to my pot. My cast iron pan. Come on up. Go ahead and get all these guys in here too. You can see I have more turmeric on this last batch than the other batch, right? But look at how beautiful that is. Eating the rainbow is so important. This is packed with nutritional value. My goodness, we talk about it with radishes and the parsnips and your carrots and your beets, cancer-fighting agents, vitamin A, K, and D. You need all this. Magnesium, this is all in this pot. And then we're going to add bone broth, right? And this is my choice, a chicken bone broth that I want to add. I added a little bit of pear juice in here just for sweetness. And we're only going to go about 3/4 of the way. Get that in there. And that's 3/4 of a way of your product that's in your pot, not 3/4 of a way of the pot that you're using, okay? So right now it's right about there. I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on. We're going to go in 375, 350, 375, depending on how hot your oven is. I think the oven that I'm using is super hot, so I'm going to go 350 actually, and then we're going to take that for anywhere from 20 to 45 minutes. All right, here we go. The best flavors of fall in one pot. All right, we'll see you when you take it out, and we'll take a little bite of fall.